Hey guys, it's Wale here. One of the most interesting features on most EVs is the recuperation capability. So what that does is that it helps you to recoup some energy back into your battery using the kinesthetic energy, the weight of the car. For example, you're driving, you're approaching a traffic light, and you take your foot off the accelerator pedal. So that means the car is coasting in the real world. But at that moment, if it's an EV, you should be using that dead weight to charge your battery, to put some energy back into your battery. Now, I'm driving the EQC, Mercedes EQC. I'm sure you figured that out. And in the Mercedes EQC, what you do have is that you have these paddle shifts just behind the wheel, and we have two of them. There's another one on the left, and there's one on the right here. Now, what the one on the right here does is to give you some level of recuperation that is not particularly aggressive. If you want an aggressive charging, you have to look for the left. The right is moderate, mild to moderate recuperation on the right here. Now look at this. If you look at that, I'm on drive right now, and as I engage the recuperation paddle shifts, you're going to see the one on the right will give me the D+. If I just press the paddle shift on the right once, just hold on for me. I'm going to press it once. Can you see it's giving me the D+? And that D+, as far as I'm concerned, based on my experience, is very good at coasting. So you won't use your battery, but you have to use it at the right road, that you know that you can maintain the speed that you're already on for as long as possible, because the road surface is flat. So you just coast, it almost maintains the same speed, while it makes sure that you are not using your battery. So it's saving you some battery, and also it recuperates just a little bit. Now we have D++. If I press this one, sorry, if you hold we have D+ and we have D auto. If you press this down, the one on the right, and you hold it for about 2 seconds, which I've just done right now. Look at that, it's giving you the D auto setting right there. And that means that this is interesting because I use it on the motorway a lot. It tries to maintain the same speed, but they use the intelligence of the cameras and of the softwares to slow you down whenever you are getting too close to a car in front of you. And when it slows you down, it actually recoups energy. It rejuvenates energy. It recuperates energy back into your battery pack, which is fantastic. I usually use this on the motorway as the baseline, D auto. Then I put my speed limit, my cruise control on top of that. So you can see now I've been driving for about 1 hour 58 minutes. I'm just at the service station, just having a rest. So you can see that I've already set my cruise control to 70 miles an hour. That's the official speed limit in the United Kingdom. So the D auto will be in the background. My cruise control will be 70. Now, those of you who are familiar with the EQC 400, the all-electric, you have to upgrade to get the assist park that actually does autopilot for you, and it slows you down when you engage it's an adaptive cruise control. When you engage your cruise control, it slows it down when you're pushing the car, or the car brakes in front of you, and then it kicks you back on, it accelerates you. Now, this is a basic model. I'm driving the basic sport model, which does not come with the driver assist, you have to upgrade that. But this is a very expensive car, you know, it's £65,000. It's crazy that we're calling it the base model. But I feel like Mercedes, I just missed this trick that they should have included the driver assist, the adaptive cruise control. I've driven cars that are half the price of this one, and they have the adaptive cruise control. It's just because of the way they arrange things, that if you have a particular option, that option is locked into a whole big bundle, and they don't want to de-escalate. But that's nonsense. And we spend this much money, you should be able to have the adaptive cruise control. If you're driving regularly, it makes life easier for you. I'm not talking about complete autopilot, it's just the adaptive cruise control. But the way I get around that is to be able to make sure that I have the underlay of the D-Auto. Then I set my cruise control on top of that. The D-Auto will slow you down if you're approaching a car, which my cruise control will not do at the moment. So I just need to press this down, bam, cancel the cruise control. The cruise control is knocked off, now remaining the D-Auto, and the D-Auto has the capability to slow me down. It will not slow me down totally. I will still have to come to a halt myself, but it reacts, it responses to the car, to the distance of the car in front of me, making sure that I don't have to use my brake at all. And that is great, because you want to make sure that you conserve your brake pads, and you are also recuperating at the same time. So that's how I use that capability. Now if you go to the left, and you just you always use the left paddle shift to take off the D settings that you put you use the right for. So right now, if I want to take the D-Auto away, to go back to D, I have to go to the left. I have to press the left once. You can see it's in D now. Now if I press the left again, you go to D minus. That is a stronger recuperation. I love these, especially when you are on a hilly terrain and there's a traffic. It's great in traffic. In traffic when you are stuck in traffic. So you can now use the single pedal driving. So that means you don't have to use a brake at all. Just press the accelerator, then just ease off the accelerator, and the regen kicks in to slow you down naturally. But if I'm going down the hill, very steep hill, you want to double that. You want to press this again, bam, to give you D minus minus, and that is the strongest regen on EQC, Mercedes EQC 400 Sport. And that I use that often when I'm going down the steep hill, or I'm approaching a traffic light that's just turned red. So I want to make sure that I recoup as much energy before I come to a stop. By the way, it will not stop for you totally. It would slow you down. It will still be rolling slightly. So you need to engage that and stop the car yourself. So it's what a lot of people here, if you're thinking what's going on with all this regen, you've heard about the recuperation and all the stuff. Hopefully it's been useful to you. All the very best. Please subscribe so that you can get some other fascinating stuff. Subscribe and like it. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.